Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Central Florida Fisherman. I'm Chad. So I get a lot of questions from people coming out of town about where do I fish at? Can you give me a spot? What's a good location to go? I don't have a boat. So back in the day, I really used to enjoy walking the causeways here and casting lures, which was basically where I started. And I learned a lot, and it's something anybody can do. You know, you come into town, you of course don't have a boat and just want to catch fish. So this morning I'm gonna head up to the causeway. I don't have a lot of time this afternoon, or I'd put the boat in the water, but we're gonna go walk the causeway and throw some lures and see what we can catch, and hopefully give you a little bit of insight on what to do if you're coming into town on vacation. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and get these chickens out, get things packed up, and we'll get rolling. What you doing, ladies? All right, got the dogs out. And I got the noisiest dog ever back here. What are you chasing after? What you doing? Must have been a possum or a raccoon in the yard last night. She's all ready to hunt it. Treed in one of these trees, which is what they do a lot. Let's go up here. We'll grab a rod. We'll grab some lures. And we'll get heading to the bridge. Some of my vegetables I got going. This is a really interesting one here. This is a candy cane pepper. So I'm supposed to get these candy cane stripes on the peppers. I don't know. That one kind of looks like it's getting the stripes. That one doesn't look too much like it is. Sweet bananas, jalapenos. Something was eating at my tomatoes, so I ended up having to powder them. Just par for the course. We're not going to see today. Alright, so let's go in here and get a fishing rod. Don't want anything too heavy. Usually throw around a 12-pound test. 12-pound test with a 20-pound leader. Get us right where we need to be. Getting ready for Biketoberfest. We got that coming up. Get the bikes ready. I do need to grab some leader. 20-pound. Grab this Shimano, because I love throwing Shimanos. So you don't need much. I do got to get a, you don't need much. I do got to get a pair of pliers. Pliers, leader, a few lures, which I keep in my pocket. I'll grab them here and show you. What we're throwing today. These are these guys. So I got some Zuris. I love these little guys. They're not called the crystal minnows. I think the crystal minnows are the bigger ones. I can't remember. I'll have to look up what these are called. I'll put a link in the description, but I always had good luck walking throwing these, and I don't know why I don't use them more. Like I should throw those guys more. I've always had good luck with them. And then some jig heads. These are the Trout Eye Z-Mans. They got that trout eye on them. And then on the jig heads, I'm either gonna throw my trusty gulps, or back in the day I used to buy these paddle tails and root beer. The guy went out of business, but I still had these in an old box I used to carry around. So they're a root beer, and they got that little paddle tail. And man, I caught a lot of fish on these. I don't know why I got away from using them, but I don't even know where I can get them now. It's something I'm gonna have to look up. But let's get all this loaded up and head up here to the causeway. I'll see you there. So basically, I'm just coming up here on the causeway. And everywhere you go in Florida has causeways. So it just takes you over our waterway here. So I find a spot to park, and what I'll do is walk this whole causeway. It ends right here. I'll walk the whole way down, under that bridge down there, around, and back up. Let's get unloaded here. Make sure everything's locked up. But basically, you start just fishing around this side. Look at the water clarity. It's a little brown today, which is all right because we got the brown line on the Stratic. We've had a lot of rain. We have a hurricane coming this week. Hurricane Ian. We'll see how that fares with us. But the ground's already saturated. We've had a ton of rain. You can come here to Florida and fish just about anywhere and really do quite well. I found the biggest goal to this is to keep moving, you know. No bites here, move to the next spot. Now when I do come down at night, I will sit in one spot if I'm fishing for big red fish. Hopefully we don't get too much wind noise in this camera. There we go. There's a little fish. I don't know what we got. A little snapper. Grabbed that Zuri. Pretty little guy. Well, you inhaled that treble hook. Check him out. Get him back in there. They like to hang out in these rocks. There's a bunch of rocks along this side. He saw that fish swimming and came up and blasted it. Now for the tricky part, getting up around here. This is where you always wonder if you're gonna stumble upon a body or not. That right there you don't want to walk into. Boom, that'll get you quick. Welcome to Florida, where everything lives and everything grows. But all along out on the edge here is all these big rocks. Those big rocks hold fish, believe it or not. They're a little tricky to fish around. You just got to hold your rod tip high when you come across them. Stay above them. And just keep on moving. That's the key. You don't get a bite, move to the next spot. There we go. Perfect. Look at this guy. As long as I can get him in here. Don't want him to bust himself up on the rocks. Look at that. That's a beautiful trout. Try to get these hooks out of here so I don't get myself hooked. Check that out. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that trout. Beautiful trout. Let's get him released. Get him back in the water. There he is. See you later, buddy. Beautiful trout. Just hanging out here on the other side of these rocks. Tell you, we don't have the best water quality right now. But you got the fish laying out there. You come down here to the bridges. And like I said, I'm the biggest advocate when I'm down here of keeping moving. Move to the next spot. If you're not catching nothing, keep moving. I walk these bridges. There we go. And we pulled out a little redfish. They did protect these guys now here in Brevard County. You cannot keep them. But how cool is that? Back to back, I get the trout, next cast, redfish. That's good. Our waters are looking healthy. We about made it through a summer without a real bad algae bloom and killing a bunch of stuff. But that's a beautiful thing right there. Let's get him in. See you later, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Wasn't a giant, but here's a fish. There we go. There's a good fish. Came out right from under the bridge. Don't know what it is yet. Nice snapper. Look at this guy for a snapper out of the river. Get my pliers so I don't get these treble hooks in my hand. There we go. How's that for a river snapper right there? Huh? Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Hanging out right on that bridge column right there. We just keep moving and then casting. Keep moving and casting and make it happen. But let's get him back in the water. We're not going to keep anything today. There it goes. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up. It took 29 minutes to walk from one end of the bridge to the other. We got some good fish on the one side of the bridge. The other side of the bridge produced nothing. Good scenery though, you know, you walk down through there, you never know if you're going to catch something, and you get to look and see a bunch of cool stuff in the water. But that'll pretty much wrap it up. No fish today for cooking, but hopefully, like I said, going to have the boat in the water tomorrow. We got that hurricane coming this week, but I just wanted to get out here this morning, do a little video for everybody that's asking the questions on how and where's the easiest place to fish and how can they get on some fish. Well, here it is, you know, fishing rod, a couple lures in your pocket, and you're ready to go. So until next time, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Everybody get out there and go fishing. I'm out.